Good morning, everyone. Top of the morning to you. The sun is shining. It is a beautiful day. Raylene and I start things out every morning. Well, not every morning, but most mornings.
With JD dragging his ass in here with some catastrophe that has happened.
Well, that's not what I was going to say, but thank you, Raylene, for
Outing you?
Yeah, for saying that so much. I appreciate that.
Well, you were pretty disheveled this morning.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Like,
I'm all right,
You are?
Yeah, it's just, I had a dad moment this morning,
Oh, I was talking about the other stuff.
Well,
not even your dad moment.
There are other things, but I'm all right. I'm all right.
You're all right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. Got a, and I have to admit, I have, and if Sherilyn's watching this morning, she'll oust me. I've known about this for a little while. A little leaky pipe.
No.
A little leaky pipe down in the basement.
You procrastinate? No.
There's two ways of dealing with a leaking pipe.
Duct tape does not work, JD.
Well, that's a third way. One of the ways is aggressively attacking it right away. Oh my God, there's a leaking pipe in the basement. I'm going to get on this immediately.
When it's dripping.
When it's dripping.
Yeah.
The other way of dealing with it is just
the JD way.
The JD way.
Waiting until it's a geyser.
Yeah. Yeah. And no, you're absolutely right. And if it's a foot long geyser, now we're starting to get bad.
He's definitely not talking about his prostate, Glenn.
If it's a 3 foot or 4 foot geyser, then we might want to get it fixed. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where we're at this morning.
Yeah.
I just said, finally, I know it's leaking. I've been putting it off for like a month now. I might as well go down there and have a look. And of course, it's like, it's like a fire hose.
Then you got your shower and looked at the pipe all at the same time.
I didn't take the shower this morning.
No.
I didn't take a shower. And, when I'm down in the basement looking at, a 40-foot geyser that's...
Oh, it went from 1 foot to 40 foot. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to say that part.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's me, okay? Yeah. I think that pipe is leaking.
Do you even know how to fix it?
What am I going to do about this? First thing that hits my head, 2 words. The first word is Bob, and the second word is Nelson.
Yeah.
So, as soon as we get off the air this morning, yeah, like Alice, isn't that what buckets are for? Alice and I are completely aligned. Collected in the bucket. Mm-hmm. Empty the bucket every hour or two.
Yeah.
But as soon as we get off the air today, I'm going to walk into Nelson's Hardware, and they'll see me coming.
And they all run and hide if they're
run,
smart.
And hopefully Clay is working, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Everyone and anyone over there will take care of me. And I'll say, I got a leaking pipe. And I know what they're going to say. All right? Is it copper? I don't know. Is it 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch? I don't know. Well, where's it leaking? Where's the shutoff? I don't know. That's what it's going to be. So, I might have to just hire a plumber. I don't know.
Do you know how to fix such a thing?
No, I don't. But I know what PEX is. I know that's the plastic tubing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, it'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting day ahead today.
It definitely will be.
We're talking 53, 54, 55 degrees, somewhere in there. Mainly sunny to start out. We got some clouds coming in this afternoon. A few clouds tonight, 31. And then Wednesday, tomorrow, sunshine along with some clouds and around 55 degrees. We're just nudging up there just a little bit more.
A little
every
bit
day.
here and there.
When can I get, does anyone know? I know you're going to say, after the first or after the last frost. I want to get the peas in. I want to get something going here.
Well, it's not even Memorial Day yet. You have to wait. Start them in your kitchen in little cups or something over April vacation with Lily.
Okay.
I mean, good Lord.
See, Glenn saying Flex Seal. That's a great idea.
And there you go. Fixes
Great
everything.
idea. That's
Just
fantastic.
ask whatever the guy is that does the infomercial.
I should do infomercials. Hi, I'm JD Green. I'm a dumbass. If you're a dumbass, try this. It'll work. You know, something like that. I don't know. The girls were on last night, right? Lori Shepherd?
No, they were not.
They were not?
So they're not going to be here until Wednesday this week.
Okay.
So, holy hell, look at my head.
Yeah.
Look at my hair.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
You did you get in a fight with a blow dryer this morning?
No, I wish I did. No, I'm telling you, I feel like I'm so staticky. I feel like I've been rubbing my head on a latex balloon for 3 fucking days. For real, you can't touch anything without getting zapped.
I'm coming over to train.
Your hair's like all,
More
whoa.
light on you, honey.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Sure, why not? Because today I look like, holy hell, I look like I freaking.
There, how's that?
I even have static control hairspray.
Yeah.
My ass.
That shit doesn't work.
It doesn't work. There's an infomercial for you.
That's
Throw
right.
that shit in the garbage. Don't waste your $12.
Oh my god.
My God.
Hey, I got some news on little you and I never get a chance to chat before we go on the air. Never.
Well, that's because you're always dragging your ass in here.
I got some news on little Bella, the 11-year-old girl who had her bike stolen.
Yes.
The bike that Mom got
for Easter.
Got her for Easter. She lives right close by here in Barrie. Her new bike was stolen, and she got it back yesterday.
She did. That's wonderful.
Yeah, she got it back.
And it was all in good condition.
Well, don't really know. Don't really know about. I don't know if we would call it good condition yet. I'm going to try to run over there and chat with Mom and have a look at this thing and see whether or not it can be. You know, it was beat up a little bit by this shithead.
Do they know who took it, at least?
They do, but this scumbag is being, for lack of a better term, kind of protected a little bit. They found out from a friend of a friend of a friend, and the word got out that this piece of shit might have the bike. So they went over and they got it. Basically, I guess, kind of stole it back and gave it to someone who gave it to someone who gave it to someone who gave it back to Bella yesterday. So I've got a little tiny bit of intel on. I know the guy's nickname. I know his nickname.
And we'll get to share that at some point, maybe?
I'm doing a little bit of homework.
And then we'll figure it out.
I'm going to make sure that it is. I got to ask around.
Right.
And I got to do my own little homework on this, and if I find
You
out,
got to vet the story.
I got to vet a little bit. But if I can find out who this guy is, because let's be honest, Raylene, the police they're so busy with so many other things, and it's like back in the day, man, when your bike was stolen, the police were like they were on it. They were on it, but.
Yeah, well, now they have a million other things to
They
do.
have a million other things to do and bigger fish to fry. And, some little girl is brokenhearted without her bicycle, and then she gets it back, and it's far less than perfect than it was when she got it, which was brand new. So if we can find out who it was, we're going to let everybody know.
Yeah, we should buy her a lock for her bicycle.
Already done.
Yeah.
Already done. So anyway, I wanted to share that. There was a few other things I wanted to share too, and of course I can't remember what's going on what's happening in the new. I haven't even had a chance to check our.
You haven't?
No.
Well, Senator Welch toured Barrie again yesterday, and to look at the lasting flood damage and talk to residents and to try to figure out what is next.
All right.
And what's going to push things forward. That's always good when we have people like that in our corner
Hell yeah.
here, checking things out, seeing what they can do to help in the community.
Yep.
I mean, because Lord knows we still desperately need it.
Yes.
And then, really not a lot else. And everything in the news today was Trump and the Trump trial,
I see
and that they haven't yet picked any jurors. And
yeah.
all of this time and all of this money, how can they ever they'll never, in that case, there is no fair jury ever. And in any world, in any time, there is never going to be a fair jury.
Right.
It's just impossible with all of the.
I agree.
It's just impossible. So I don't know how all of that's going to work out. The whole thing is just mind-boggling to me, really. But it will probably be continued to be fought for years and years and years. And whether you believe he's right or wrong,
right,
whether you love him or hate him, you have to realize the fact that it's impossible to give him a fair trial. So that means that it will never end. This could go on for eternity until the man dies. And is it really worth it?
Isn't it amazing?
The money and time invested.
The money and time.
I mean, it just...
Money and time.
It just makes no sense at this point because it's impossible.
There's so much water over the dam.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years and so much information and news reports from both sides.
And let's learn from those mistakes and make sure that future mistakes like that don't happen. We got to move on.
Yeah, and if you live under a rock, if they go out into the backwoods of God knows where and look for somebody that's never watched a television or picked up a newspaper, and some hermit or something that knows nothing about what's going on in the world, if you can find a panel of those people, fine.
Sure.
But I don't see it happening. And I just, to watch it continue just seems silly.
Yeah.
So we can have more drama unfold so that we can all continue to be divisive and,
churn it.
Yeah.
Stir the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
We have the teen wanted in New York murder was arrested in Vermont. We know that.
Enosburg, right?
Yes, he was arrested in Enosburg.
16.
And he faced the judge, not guilty so far. But he's also being looked at for other homicides in Vermont, actually. So he is a person of interest. So we'll see how all of that unfolds.
16 years old. He's going to be tried as an adult. went to New York and robbed some place and killed the guy, and they got him on security footage.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
that's a pretty big deal, and wanted for other murders. And we know more than likely it's a drug-fueled crime.
Sure.
And who knows if he did this on his own accord, if he's working for someone, if these are the things that he needs to do. We don't know if it's gang-related, any of that stuff. It's a shame to think that a 16-year-old would be involved in that kind of crime already.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
For sure. I mean, come on.
Anything else that's popping in Vermont news?
Not really. Yeah. I mean, there's just not. The winter shelters are now set to close on May 31st.
Yep.
It's tick season.
Yes,
and it definitely is. I've already found one on Oliver. So get those meds for your pups and cats and all of those things, and make sure that they're all safe and sound. And check yourselves if you're out hiking and walking and doing yard work right now.
Sure.
'Tis the season, so make sure you do that. Did you see the video this morning of the 400-year-old spire that collapsed in Denmark?
Unbelievable.
Did you see the video?
Unbelievable.
Heartbreaking.
God, it's like sometimes these, it's so intense that it's like just let it go.
Yeah, it raged right through it. Which, I mean, I'm not surprised at. I mean, it's old, and
wow.
I'm not surprised, but super sad. And the videos were just insane,
unbelievable
for that.
Yeah.
We should mention, don't forget the Tuesday night meal, which is a Mexican lasagna tonight over at the American Legion.
Lord help
If you'd
me.
like to place your order for that, you call 802-479-9058.
Yep.
That's Tuesday night meal at the American Legion, Post 10, right here in Barrie. Starts at 5:30. Immediately following is bingo. Bingo's right in the same spot. You can dine in or take out, and it's $12. That gets you the Mexican lasagna served with a tossed salad and dessert.
Fantastic.
And I mean, I've always heard great things. They like for you to call ahead so they know they don't cook too much, but they don't cook too little. And they like you to call ahead whether you are dining in or taking out.
Yep.
And then in other news for local event spaces, this weekend is the ever so famous Breakfast at the Post. The VFW Post 790 right here on Route 302 is holding their breakfast from 7 to 11.
Yeah.
And everybody raves about this breakfast. Every time everybody raves about it. But adults are $10, kids 5 and under are $5. They have drink specials from 9 to 11.
Yep.
It's hosted by the Auxiliary, but there's eggs, home fries, biscuits and gravy, French toast, pancakes, build your own omelet, choice of bacon, sausage, ham, choice of toast or English muffin. Huge breakfast.
I would eat everything.
And real Vermont maple syrup, of course. So that's right up here this weekend, 7 to 11 at the VFW.
Can I say this? If you're going to go and you're going to eat all of that food like I would, and then put down a Bloody Mary, don't leave and get in the car and get on a hiking trail somewhere right away, because you're probably going to need the bathroom.
I'm just going to go and get Bloody Mary. There's shrimp and bacon in that.
Oh.
What the hell?
God. Give me.
Who needs food?
Give me a couple of Bloody Marys and a hammock or a zero gravity chair.
Oh! Well, remember the last time you had a Bloody Mary at the VFW? You were with me.
Hammered.
And you didn't even drink half of it in your history. So good luck with that one.
Well,
we better just put your hammock in the parking lot.
We were there for something. I don't remember
the bingo.
What. It was
Brittany
bingo?
Brittany Burt Memorial Bingo. Yep.
Is that
what
what
it
was?
The year before last.
I remember I had half of a Bloody Mary and I whispered into your
Is
ear.
there anything to eat here? I mean, I got to get something in my stomach now because I am blasted.
It was like, I'm not sure I can do this.
Yeah. You were shit-faced, so you decided that you would stop drinking and eat cupcakes instead.
Oh, my God, I know.
Thankfully, they had those.
Hey, speaking of breakfast, and the fact that it's National Eggs Benedict Day, from now on, every time I hear Eggs Benedict, I think of Delicate Decadence. They're serving breakfast for another half an hour, and they have the most amazing eggs Benny I have ever had in my
Yes.
life. Incredible.
I agree.
You put some of that down and follow it with a cinnamon bun and a hot cup of coffee, you're good to go.
A cinnamon bun, too?
Hell yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
I don't know how you do it. I'll never figure it out.
Let's
But
see.
speaking of places like that, we also, because we were talking about the VFW, we
Yes.
also have to mention that tomorrow is Wing-a-Ding. So tomorrow not only is Wing Night at the VFW, as it is every Wednesday night, tomorrow night, Donna Thunder and friends will be there
All right.
for singing along.
That's a good time.
Yes, it's a very good time. They always have a great time. Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's see. I'm just looking at things here that are
You
coming
want to
through.
talk about other fun things
Yeah,
while you're
please.
looking?
Please.
Because it's Tuesday night. Do you know what you can do on Tuesday nights,
Tuesday
don't
night.
you?
Yes. Starting at 3:00 today, you can play Connect 4 over at Jerry's.
You finally remembered. I'm so proud of you. Yes,
There you
that's
go.
right. It's open Giant Connect 4. Anybody can play, not a tournament night. You can go in, play some Connect 4, play some pool, grab some munchies, cold beer, favorite mixed drink, whatever you want. Just go kick back, have some fun with your friends and neighbors and,
Yeah.
raise a little hell
Yeah.
out back.
Wouldn't it be fun if one of these days we went over to Brummert's house, kicked the door in,
And stole him and made him go to Jerry's with us?
pulled him out of there. His nails would be scratching on the ground, and put him in the trunk, and just bring him over to Jerry's and have a good time.
Why not?
We should do that.
Let's do it up.
Uh-oh. Tina Ruthier's listening.
She is. What does Tina say?
Well, no, just yes. She thinks that's a great idea.
I think it's a perfect idea.
God, that would be so much fun. It's also National Healthcare Decisions Day. Mm-hmm. I am not entirely sure what that means. I just know that when it comes to healthcare, those are words that frighten me. Healthcare and decisions.
Right.
I've made some in my life regarding myself and regarding my parents, and I know you have too, Raylene.
Mm-hmm.
It is a scary, scary thought.
Well, and it's important. They actually have a workshop going on tomorrow. We've been advertising it over at Gifford tomorrow morning.
Yep.
It's a 3-hour workshop that helps you decide those things and
Yep.
understand those things and understand how to fill out advanced directives. To just make sure that your family knows what you want, but more importantly, even that your doctor does. And it's important that people realize that just because CVMC knows something, if you see doctors in New Hampshire, if you see other doctors that they may not always know, I keep a card in my wallet that says DNR and a few other things, because if you're on vacation or something and they don't know,
Yep.
these are things that you want somebody to know.
Yeah.
And so
100% right.
I mean, and these are decisions that you want to make for yourself so that your family isn't trying to make them for you. Because when things like that happen, nobody wants to make those decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to feel like they are the ones that let go.
Yeah.
But when it was your decision to do such a thing, it makes a big difference. And it's not just that. I mean, it's all kinds of things, medical related,
Sure.
that you should, there are things that you should make sure that are taken care of always.
Speaking of healthcare, got an email here that I want to read part of. It says, and I've got it right here in front of me. It says over 500 nurses and techs voted to organize our union at Central Vermont Medical Center in August of 2023 to protect and improve wages, benefits, and working conditions, and more importantly, to improve patient care for the Central Vermont community. 8 months and 12 bargaining sessions later, management continues to make proposals that would worsen working conditions, staff retention, and patient care. We're talking about Central Vermont Medical Center here, right up on the hill. High turnover, long waits to see providers, and many traveling staff filling positions. The CVMC administration is, they've got a lot of work. And the email goes
A ton of work.
On
the
and on.
entire healthcare industry, because that's what it is now, an industry.
Yeah, it is.
Has a lot of work. So
Yeah, you're right.
my father is going to have a procedure this week, pretty serious one.
Yep.
And do you know what is going to determine whether or not he will spend the night? Is if they have staff and room enough for him.
See, that's
So
wrong.
otherwise,
That's so
it
wrong.
will be same day surgery. So good thing I know what I'm doing, right? But that fact, I mean, how did we get to that spot where this surgery that he's having is something that you always stayed at least overnight and usually 48 hours before they let you go. Not anymore. Man, they kick you out the door as soon as they can for the majority of things these days, even heart related, which in this case, that's what it is. And it blows my mind.
Techs and nurses should not be taking significant cuts in compensation. I know. We all know. We all know that there's staffing issues everywhere. I mean, look at the skilled nursing facilities in Vermont. Even pre-COVID, Raylene.
Right, but the administration is still making the big bucks, and that's all they care.
It's top-heavy. It's top-heavy.
Because it's an industry. It has become an industry. Healthcare for profit.
Nurses and techs are the heart that make up the healthcare work. Most of them really, truly love what they do. But, man, it's like there's a few departments where we need to just wake up and smell the coffee here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy shit. My God. Anyway, am I stepping off the soapbox here, or am I still on it? Can I get down?
Sure, if you want.
All right.
But then nobody's going to be able to see you.
Oh, that was good. That was really good. Let's talk about the Source foreign cars.
Absolutely. So they got some new equipment yesterday.
Yep.
They got a new tire changer and balancer.
Wheel balancer.
Yeah, and Gabe is over there oohing and on over that thing. He said he could sit and look at it all day long. But
Yeah.
Gabe, you can't be doing that because it's going to be in use.
Yeah.
And you're going to be busy as hell.
Let's show let's show everyone right now.
Yes.
Right there. Right on your screen.
He
Look at
was
that
so
thing.
excited. So big changes happening down there at the Source.
Gabe, don't get that thing dirty. Please. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I wonder if he's just been down there like touching it and sniffing it. That's what guys do.
That's
you
what guys do.
When we get new tools like that.
Rubbing on it, all
Oh,
that good
yes.
stuff. Like, oh my God,
Oh,
will you
we
look
do.
at this thing? Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we do. We do. Any guy would
Well,
be like that.
You know, I guess.
Gabe's going to be coming on soon,
Exciting.
right?
Yes, he is. Probably, I'm going to guess not until next month,
All right.
in a non-inspection month.
Okay.
I mean, he'll still be busy, but he would maybe just not be as busy as he is right now.
Okay. All right. That's good. Oh, we look forward to it.
So I am telling on you. Yesterday, I was talking to JD about this, and I
What?
said during non-inspection months, And he looked at me quick and he said, "What months are inspection months?"
Oh, thanks, Raylene.
Holy hell. Holy hell. That's what he said to me. I'm not kidding you.
What did you teach me? It's like every other month?
It's even numbers.
Even numbers?
JD. Even numbers.
Whatever.
2, 4, 6.
And then 8.
8,
Okay.
10, 12.
Okay. Not everybody knows these things, Raylene. Not everybody knows how to fix a broken pipe in their basement either. Not the only dumbass in the world.
You need to watch some more Bob Vila videos or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you posted up that the hummingbirds are making their way back north.
We followed that map last year. It's
so
pretty
cool.
incredible, actually, to watch the migration. We'll follow that. So that link that I posted, that story, there's a link on there, and you can watch them coming. You can watch how close they're getting, how many like thousands of them are coming to this area and where they're at. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's right there. If you look at your screen, all those little red dots.
I'd
Now-
much rather see those than these cicadas that they keep talking about. Trillions,
Did you see
millions
that?
and trillions of cicadas. We keep posting it because
I
I'm
know.
totally blown away by that whole thing.
The cicadas, a couple of years ago, we were supposed to get this big cicada attack where they were like dormant, living under the ground for like the last 20 years.
Right, and I don't think it ever happened, did it?
I don't think so.
Well, apparently they decided to breed like rabbits instead, and they're all coming to
God.
get us.
It's like, when is the cicada apocalypse coming?
I don't know. Apparently,
Will it be
soon.
this summer? Did you see those ugly bastards?
Yes, they
Look
are.
at-
They're ugly as hell.
What female is going to want to mate with that?
And they die like soon.
Right. Get laid, die
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah, that's it. Just kills you.
Do they at least get to have a cigarette afterwards? You know? I mean, come on. Jesus. But they're so freaking ugly. Is that shit going to be in my backyard?
Well, I don't know.
I'll tell
We'll
you,
see. You better watch the peas. Maybe they like peas.
If one of them flies near me, I'll be like, I will absolutely lose my shit if one of those flies anywhere near me.
Gets near you.
Oh,
yeah. Well,
God.
supposedly they're on their way, and there's more of them than there are hummingbirds.
Don't use the red dye hummingbird food,
Right.
says Becky. It's harmful to them.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we just use the
clear.
clear. Sherilyn makes it with sugar and water, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
The big news this morning is everyone's talking about Caitlin Clark. Headed to Indiana, made the WNBA draft. She's
First draft.
I know. Well, no surprise. No surprise.
Not at all. And that's what Shep is going to be talking about tomorrow night is the draft picks. And
Yeah.
then going in, then next week will be NFL stuff. But
isn't that
yeah,
amazing already?
for draft picks, yeah.
I see all of the. There's a lot of fire departments that are training right now. There's hazmat training, and there's
Yes.
all kinds of stuff going on down near 2nd and 3rd Street.
It all happened yesterday,
yeah.
Judy.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, but I'm saying, they put out a little press release saying,
They did.
don't panic, when you see all the insanity.
Yeah. They did hazmat
Yep.
in the city. In Eastbury, they did Jaws of Life.
Yep, that
In,
Berrytown.
Yeah, and
Yep.
in Southbury, they did ground fire, brush
Yes.
fires and stuff. And they were joined by Williamstown, I believe.
Okay.
And Eastbury was joined by Washington
All right.
fire departments. But yeah, they all got together and were doing mass amounts of training yesterday.
Yeah. Everyone is, and the weather's kind of perfect for it. So I'm glad that they're doing that and getting that done. Tanner Woodard, interesting story, and
Yes.
I read a little bit of that this morning. Believe
Thank
it or
God
not.
he's okay. I
Yeah.
heard that was quite the wreck, and thank God he's okay.
Yeah. So I guess I get they referred to it as a silly move by another driver, and it cost Tanner a lot of work and a lot of time on his car.
And thankfully he was saved from what could have been a really brutal injury. And like they say, thank God for good equipment, safety equipment. I mean, how many times
Amen.
have we heard even Steven say that?
Yeah.
How important all of that is, and they were saying the same thing on the Woodard team. Jason, I'm assuming Dad is the one that was posting yesterday to let us all know, and but glad to hear he's okay.
It's been a little while since we've had him on the air. But
Yes, we really do need to get them back.
I would love to have him.
I
back.
need to get on the stick and start getting
And Walker
the
Walker
race
Fitch.
season.
And
Yes,
Walker Fitch
and Walker.
too, man.
We need to get the race season people scheduled
And
to
Taylor
come in
Hoare?
here. Taylor's doing great things too. We need to
Amazing.
catch up with Race to Read. They have a couple of big events going on, some sponsorship opportunities.
Yeah.
I talked to Hillary about that this morning. And then, of course, the Donahues. Bill will be driving the aired out car, which
Yes.
we are super, super excited about, and honored, thrilled. I mean, it's going to be awesome. And we
I
are
can't wait to
are
have
on
him.
Steven's car as well, but Bill will be driving the car for aired out.
And yeah, can we get Steven in here too?
Of course. Well, we're going to have to do, the typical interviews with all those crazy boys and see what they've got going on for sure. But we will have them in for sure.
Yesterday, you posted a video, and I'm going to share it now, of me getting out of bed with my plantar fasciitis. And there it is right now. I'm showing it on the monitor.
Oh, for God's sake.
I mean, it has been flaring up lately so badly. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I can't believe you're using that beautiful video to be a smart ass.
I'm rolling my foot on the tennis ball. Nothing's working. I don't know what the hell's going on. No, seriously, this video, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, is that freaking awesome?
It is
or what?
awesome. They helped him right over the finish line.
I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Look
No.
at that. And you got to wonder, was it a stress fracture? Was it just exhaustion? What is it? 26 miles, I think, the Boston Marathon.
I think so. It's 25.75 miles further than I could go.
I'm having a hard time these days running from the couch to the bathroom. When you got to go, you got to go. And there's some times, Raylene, where I haven't made it.
Yeah.
But
No, that was awesome.
that was such a great video. I mean, heartwarming, yes.
There were
absolutely.
a lot of great stories and videos that came out of that race yesterday, for sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly post them all. There were so many. But Alice says dehydration.
That'll do it fast.
So, yeah.
That'll do it fast. And then the Red Sox played too, but they haven't been doing very well. Sox in Cleveland tonight, 7:10, first pitch, I think. And then tomorrow it'll be, let's see, Guardians and Red Sox. Looks like, again, Thursday will be 1:35 afternoon game. So, yeah. Patriots Day, I don't know. I I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'd go. I don't know if I'd go to Boston on Patriots Day. I'd rather stay up here in the hills, in the pine trees.
Me too, probably. Glenn says the Yankees are doing pretty good.
Is he a Yankees guy?
I'm assuming.
What did the Yankees do yesterday?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
They lost 3-1 to the Blue Jays yesterday.
Well, maybe that's why he has the laughing emoji. I don't know.
Yanks and Blue Jays tonight at 7:07 first pitch. So yeah. What else is happening?
Well,
let's see.
I'll tell you the big news. The big news in town.
Are you pregnant again?
Again? Yep.
Oh my God, Raylene!
If I ever do get pregnant, I'm going to be worth a fortune. I'll tell you that right now. No, that it's grill season. It's official. I mean, it's grill season.
Yeah.
Every season is
Sure.
grill season at Nelson's, but it's officially grill season.
Yeah, talk to
They've
me.
got some great deals going on over there, and some, of course, every year new stuff comes out.
Yeah.
You got to go over to Nelson's and check out the new stuff and all of the rubs and sauces and different flavored pellets and all of that kind of stuff that you can get over there. The wood planks to cook your salmon on, all of that stuff. Get over there, check it out, see what they've got, and get ready to spruce up your yard.
Yeah. I've been trying to eat a little healthier. I'm just not sure I can do these.
You can grill vegetables.
Yeah, no,
You
vegetables.
can grill fish.
Yes, fish I love to grill. I love salmon on the grill. But I'm not sure if I can do the whole, veggie burger thing.
Oh, there's a couple that are really good. I told you about one. They're amazing.
But
They're
bean,
so
though.
good.
It's bean. I don't
So
want
what?
I don't want
They're
the bean.
amazing. And you put a slice of really nice slice of tomato on it and some cheese and oh my God, it's just amazing. It's so good. Maybe a little bit of avocado.
Yeah. Okay.
Avocado mayonnaise.
I've never had avocado mayonnaise.
Oh, so good. You
I
don't
like
know
it.
what you're missing.
I'd like a half an inch thick slice of an onion, raw onion, right on that burger.
Well, then throw it on the veggie burger.
And I'm not kidding. When I bite into a burger, I want to taste 50%. I want onion taste.
Well, there you go. Now you can eat a veggie burger then.
My mom used to dice up the onions and mix that in with the meat before they make it to the grill. So, yeah, they got some beautiful grills over there.
I'm with you, Glenn. Vidalia onions. The sweet onions.
God, yes.
Those are my favorite.
Hey, speaking of onions and all that stuff, isn't Cinco de Mayo coming up?
Yes.
Whew.
Yes.
Whew.
We're gonna be talking to Liam pretty soon.
We got to get him in
I
here.
mean, come on.
Got to happen.
The taco god. The taco god is at Wilkin Harley Davidson today. He's there every Tuesday for Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
You can go up there, pull right in the parking lot, grab yourself a taco, get yourself a walking taco. They're amazing.
Yeah. I can't wait for Cinco de Mayo. I've got my jalapeno. I got this for Christmas. Jalapeno margarita mix.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say that you had a costume of some sort.
So that's first off, okay? Mix that in with a little bit of, Jose or Patron. It doesn't matter. To me,
You don't
doesn't-
care?
No.
No.
Doesn't matter. A little bit of salt, not too much. Plenty of ice. Oh! Get the sombrero out. It's happening, Raylene. Prepare yourself. There could be some gas in this studio.
The sombrero.
The sombrero.
Oh, God.
Coming out. Happy birthday today to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 77 years old. Dr. J. That makes me feel old. 77. Martin Lawrence is 59. Local birthdays. I'll check here. I was thinking about Cliffy yesterday. How's he doing? Cliff Fleury.
He's doing great.
he
Cliff
doing all right?
is working for the city of Montpelier.
Okay.
He he just had a baby girl not long ago.
What the hell's he doing?
And the baby girl is rare for Cliff Fleury because he has a passel of boys.
He's got like
Let me just tell you that.
Like 100 boys.
But boy, is she the light of his eye. He constantly has pictures of her laying on him sound asleep. He's always got his girl.
Here's the thing about Cliff Fleury, though. There's always a tiny little tear that's kind of close to the eye for Cliff Fleury. Always has been.
Yes.
He's
one of the sweetest men I've ever met in my entire life.
a large man,
Very.
very large, but also very sensitive, a gentle giant. What do you think a little baby girl is going to do to the level of sensitivity for Cliff Fleury?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it's going to spike
he'll
right
be
out.
sensitive for her, but God help anybody that ever messed with her, you know?
Of course.
But yeah, he's one of my most favorite people in the world. Always has been.
Look what it did to me when Lily was born. I mean, I see her in the morning. She'll have her hair all braided up, and I'll be like, Henry Fink is on the list today. Rhiannon Russell, happy birthday. Vicky Torres, Lucas Stubbs, Sarah Sampson is 50 today. Rebecca Holmes, Craig Smith Sr. is 50. Loretta Limlaw Perry. Oh, really? 54 today. I'll catch some hell for that. Vicky Torres, I think we already mentioned her. Michelle Esteville. Becky French is on the list today at 46. Great lady. And speaking of great ladies, here's a great one right here. Lisa England. And not just because she puts up with Steve. She's just a great lady.
She is a great lady.
Regardless of that.
I agree. Happy birthday, Lisa.
Yeah, happy birthday. Wow.
Great people, for sure.
Yes. Anything else?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things. We know we have the Stephen Tracy Memorial Ride and Poker Run that's coming up. So we've saved the date for that. The annual D's Ride is also coming right up. Yep. And we'll be talking about that a little bit. Those guys don't advertise a ton. They advertise, but they don't really advertise a lot. They don't do interviews.
And that's going to Mark Earl, right?
Yes, that's going to Mark Earl. We may be able to get some of the gals in here or somebody to talk about that a little bit more. But the bike club itself, usually they just have restrictions, and so they can't do all of that stuff. But we'll plug it as much as we can for them, of course, just as we do all benefits like that. And then don't forget, before we go, that tomorrow is Wellness Wednesday over at the Wellness Center right out back. And that's done through Washington County Mental Health Services. You need to book appointments for chair and table massage, Reiki, myofascial body release. Those you have to book appointments for. 802-479-4055. Walk-in only is ear acupuncture, pressure, and mindfulness meditation. There, I say that slow now. Maybe I need that in order to be able to say all this stuff. Every service there is free.
Yeah.
All of it is
incredible.
free. And that is because of their sponsors and donors, community partners that make all of that possible. But Washington County Mental Health Services hosts that, and it's right over here out back at 23 Summer Street in the Well Space.
Yeah.
It is still upstairs, so you can park down and walk up around. There is parking up top, but they ask if you are able to walk up and around that you do and save those spots for people that can't make that hike up the hill there on the side of the building.
Sure.
But those happen 4:30 to 7 tomorrow night.
All right. Absolutely free. And we'll be hammering this tomorrow morning as well. Always know that if there's something that's going on like this in our community, we're going to be talking about it at the very least the day before, but most certainly day of for sure.
Yeah, and keep track of the events because there are a lot of them coming up. I posted several yesterday. There's several this weekend that will be happening, and then several in the weeks to come.
Yeah.
More and more and more as the weather gets warmer. Things are gearing up. And here's your train,
Yeah.
JD's. Did you hear it? JD.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying.
We don't have the trains. We don't have the train schedule memorized. Can people hear the train whistle? I wonder.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Does he have to hammer on that thing so frequently?
Yes, every time he comes to an intersection, and there are lots of them here on Main Street.
Jeez. Well, are they bringing granite through town right now?
Must be.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing when we were at your place, we never heard the fire engines, the police, we never heard the train.
No, just the dogs barking every once in a while. And you bitched about them, and they hardly ever even made a peep.
Yeah.
Call them shit bags and everything else.
Well, they're Shih
weren't
Tzus.
even,
They're Shih Tzus, right?
And now look at what you deal with.
Yeah, right.
You never know what the hell we're going to see here. Last night we were doing a show, and Michael saw some man walk by with a giant teddy bear. Like a giant teddy bear.
There's a guy that walks up and down North Main Street with a cat on his shoulder. You know the guy I'm talking about. We've seen that too. Hey, Logan Luce, saw him at the car show at Cars and Coffee, and he was so happy to be there. He had a brand new car. He picked it up the night before, and he was so excited.
What did he get? Do you know? Do you remember?
It's a fog for me, Raylene, because I think it was a Dodge.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were so many cars there that I can't keep track of it. But Drew Lamb's with us right now. He's on the air. Good morning, buddy.
Morning.
Brother, we are happy to have you on the air. We are so excited for you. Raylene missed it, but man, Cars and Coffee, you guys are kicking ass.
Well, we appreciate that.
How many cars were there? Do we know? It was you guys were just
So we had a little over 100, I would say, between people coming and going. Staying wise, I bet we had close to 80. And then we had like probably 20 or 30 cars that would stop in for an hour and then leave before the car show was over.
What is the deal with Cars and Coffee? It is the first Sunday of every month. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to pre-register or any of that bullshit, right?
No, so it's actually the second Sunday of every month.
Did I say the first? It's the
yeah,
second Sunday of every month.
Yep. Biggest thing with us is it started out with Cody Steed, who used to live up here, and he has since moved back to New Hampshire. So Cody Steed and I kind of took it with the reins with it and went and started doing it. It's something that we don't see up here very often. It's not something you see that we used to do on Barrier Heritage Days. We used to have a little tiny antique show on the side by Aldrich. And Cody's from a place in New Hampshire where you go to car shows and they're at like Epping Speedway and they're at big car meets and they have bigger shows going on. And that just wasn't existing up here. So he got with me and a few other buddies, and we just kind of took it over. We just started posting about it, saying, hey, we just want to do a show in Central Vermont. It's a family-friendly thing. There's no cost to anybody. It's just to bring your cars down and show them off. It doesn't matter what it is, if it's a stock car, if it's a race car, mud rig, it's a side-by-side, ATV, cars, trucks. We don't care what it is. It's more or less, we have the big respect of the community saying every build is a build, no matter how big or small. And we don't shame a build. If you're in the middle of a build, we don't shame it. We're just there to hang out. For all you know, that one part you put on your car is a part that somebody else is trying to look at for their car. So
Yeah,
many builds.
we saw some unbelievable cars there. Like I was just saying, Logan had a car that was literally a couple of hours old. And then we got a 38. I think it was a 38 DeSoto and a 66 Ford pickup that I was just foaming at the mouth over. My God, there were so many beautiful cars.
Yeah, and the best thing about us is that you'll see people with the older trucks and the older cars, like the 31. And then you'll see people with the Tesla model, the Tesla Cybertruck. That's a 2023 or 2024.
That was
see
crazy.
Anywhere from Spectrum. You see anything from brand new to old.
When that
antique.
When that Tesla rolled onto the lot over there at Aspen Dental, heads were turning, brother.
Oh, absolutely, because it's new, it's modern, it's what people want us to be in the future. But I know a lot of us are against full electric. But for the full electric side of things, it's one of a kind. It was a beautiful truck. The color of the truck itself was super amazing.
Yeah, and there's only 2 of them in Vermont right now, and there was another guy that was there who has been on a wait list for 4 years, almost 4 years for one of those.
Yeah. So it's great to see our shows starting to get more towards the Burlington area. We can start pulling some guys from Burlington. I know of some people up there with some amazing builds that push 1,000 horsepower, and it's great to see. It's definitely something we want to see at the show that we host. It's just what we want to do is just grow outside the parking lot. And honestly, the parking lot was almost full last time we were there this last weekend, and we'd like to outgrow it and find another spot if we can that's bigger. We want to be able to make this an annual thing that we do once a month from either March or April all the way to October.
It's nice to see some of those cars coming in from Burlington, which was really cool. And here's the thing about Cars and Coffee, Central Vermont Cars and Coffee. No bullshit with the burnouts and goofing around. This is a real family-friendly and safe environment.
And that's the biggest thing we wanted to pick when we did ours. I know up north they've had a few issues in the past to where when Cody and I first started this, we said there's none of that. That we can't have that. We want a better rep for cars around here. So we just don't deal with it. We want a family-friendly thing, and we think we can reach out to families in town. It'll be better for them and better for us. And so far, it's been amazing. We've had no issues. We've had no concerns. And when we did have a couple that were a couple years old, we got on their butts and said, hey, don't do it. If you want to do it, go somewhere else. We can't have that happen at a car show with us.
Tell us about May 18th and what you guys are going to be doing in the town of Williamstown. I'm so excited about this.
So on May 18th, we're actually going to be part of the Central Vermont Cars and Coffee is going to be part of the parade going on down Main Street. The parade starts at 10:30. We will start lining up somewhere around 9 o'clock. We're still trying to get some more updates on that as we speak. But they reached out to us because they've heard of us, and there's a lot of people that are interested in seeing cars in the parade, which in my eyes is amazing. It's getting us out there, our name's getting out there, and we're getting to be more popular, which is great to see, and be more community-based, which is even better to see.
What about the Heritage Festival?
So Barre Heritage, we more or less, we want to try to get into Barre Heritage. We want to be part of the Barre Heritage. They used to do a classic car show kind of with like 15, 20 cars over by Aldrich Library. I'd like to eventually make it onto Main Street. They closed Main Street down for the entire Barre Heritage Festival. I'd like to be able to park cars there and they stay there. And that's what it is. They stay there for the Barre Heritage through on Saturday. You drive them home that night, bring them back Sunday if you'd like to. We more or less want to be more part of the community base, and starting with the Williamstown Parade is going to be a good idea on how we can set ourselves into the Barre Heritage, hopefully.
So if you want to be part of the May 18th parade in Williamstown, what do you need to do in advance? Do you just show up that morning with your car?
So more or less, we'd like to see people at the May 12th Cars and Coffee, which is on Mother's Day, which we will be doing a gift for the mothers as well. For any mother that shows up, we will have a gift for you guys in some way or some form. We do this every year on Mother's Day, and you go up to the show, we write down your name, phone number, the car you're using, or cars in plural if you have more than one. So that way, if the parade is canceled for the weather or something's going on, we can get a hold of you and say, hey, we're not going to have the parade. We're going to contact you another date and see what we want to do then and see what Town Williamstown wants us to do.
Incredible, man. I got to tell you, I was so impressed. It was the fastest 3 hours of my week Sunday. And frankly, if it had gone on till 5, I probably would have still been there. I absolutely loved the camaraderie and just being around people that share the passion of cars, no matter how old or how new they are.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing about it is that even when you go there, you have a classic or a new car, and people respect everything. There's been no fights. There's been no revving. There's been no two-steps. There's no burnouts. There's no peeling out. It's just been a great community base, all from kids that are 18 to people that are over 100. Who knows on the age range that we have. But we jump through the entire hoops to there's no fights or anything. And that's the biggest thing with us. We're going to try expanding our Cars and Coffee to do more things at it, hopefully this upcoming year, and doing a food truck of some kind and maybe even 2 of them if we need to. Try to get a DJ out there at some point just so we can have live music going on. So that way we have a little more community base and a little more stuff going on for the kids. I mean, the cars will keep the kids entertained and it'll keep the adults entertained as well. But kids like to bounce around. Kids like to run around. And if we have something for them and we have some food for them, it'd be nice to be able to grow what we have going as it is.
On behalf of Central Vermont, brother, thank you so much for doing this. We look forward to the next one. You said May 12th.
May 12th, Mother's Day.
All right. Again, thanks, Drew.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Drew Lamb, the organizer and creator of Cars and Coffee, Central Vermont Cars and Coffee. Check them out on Facebook too, Raylene. If you haven't yet, you really ought to. They got a great Facebook page, so there's some amazing photos. Did you see some of the pictures?
Yes, I teased him. I wanted to know where that really hot-looking white Toyota Corolla was, but I did not see not one picture.
I saw there was one of the cars that was there was a 2013 white Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
With a little bit of patina on the back trunk.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It was gorgeous. Mm-hmm.
Hasn't been pimped out at all. The windows were not tinted.
No.
Original tires.
You could see all the junk in the back seat.
All of the shit was in the back seat. I mean, it was just amazing.
But it had WeatherTech mats from Yipe, Stripes, and Berry.
It did. It absolutely did.
Because that's important.
I got to tell you, man, it was so fun. It was so nice to meet Drew and his girlfriend. These are great people. They know what they're doing. And frankly, anything that, and I said to him, anything that's going on in the community that is good for the community, we're going to promote it. I don't care who you are, what you do, and this is a perfect example.
Yes,
I mean, it was
I
just
agree.
awesome.
Very, very easy to make that decision.
And Newton was there in his 31 Ford.
I did see that. As soon as I saw it, I knew that that's who it belonged to. Yeah. I didn't see Newton. I just saw the pictures.
Newton
and I
was wearing a white T-shirt and a black leather wide lapel leather coat. Looked like James Dean.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Dapper.
Yeah.
Alice Farrell.
Yep.
She is a BUUSD school board member, and she would like to for us to announce and to talk about really quick. The BUUSD board is launching a search for a new superintendent or interim superintendent. You can learn more about the search process by going to the BUUSD website, which is buusd.org, and then /superintendent search. The board is interested in knowing what superintendent skills and attributes the various stakeholder groups in the community value. The Superintendent Search Screening Committee will use this information to inform their search work as they move through the process. Please complete the survey by 6 p.m. on Monday, April 22nd, 2024. To access the survey, visit the following link, and I will post this to our page right now if you want to participate in that survey, so that you can get the word out of what you may feel you want to see in the next superintendent. We know that a lot of people have a lot of opinions about where the school is right now and where it needs to go, and where they would like to see the administration be. And it's a far cry from where it is right this moment. So your input is greatly appreciated.
And here's the thing, Raylene. Don't drag your ass on this. You've got until this coming Monday. That's less than a week. Today's Tuesday. Get on it. There's so many people, and we talk about it all the time. Oh, it's not going to make a difference, and I'm not going to vote.
It makes all the difference in the world. It's just like voting on May 14th. If you are not registered to vote, get registered to vote. If you stopped voting,
about that?
If you stopped voting because you don't, you just think that your voice doesn't matter, you're wrong. Start voting again. Get registered.
You're helping out with this.
I am.
What are
I'm
you
registering people. I'm registering people to vote. If you're not registered, I'll help you fill out, get yourself an absentee ballot. I'll help you do that. If you have adult children that are living at home because they have not found housing, and they're not yet ready to vote, or registered, not ready. They're ready. If they're of age and they're get them registered, talk to them about it, and let them know that their voice matters and that it's a big deal. That right is a big deal, and it happens for you as soon as you turn 18, and it should not happen a day before you turn 18. You should not be able to vote when you're 16 and 17. I'm just going to put that out there. Throw that little, tidbit in there at the same time.
Next thing you know, Lily will be voting at 9 years old.
Yeah, for class president maybe, but that's it.
There you go.
So anyway, register and vote.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you who you should vote for?
No.
I better not.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I can't tell you who my favorites are. I can't tell you that I really
Tom Lozon. Did I just say that?
Yeah. Lozon for mayor.
Did I just say Tom Lozon?
Eddie Roos for Ward 1.
Did you just say Eddie Roos?
Michael Booten for Ward 2.
Sounds like you just said Michael Booten.
Michael Deering for Ward 3. Tom Lozon for mayor.
Let's talk about Yipes. You posted a beautiful ad. You made this thing. It is a collage of just some of the work that they've done. Call me crazy, but it almost seems like you put up a lot of stuff on there that they've done for Aired Out. Just saying.
Well, look at the amount of stuff that they've done for us. They've done an incredible amount, and that doesn't even touch it, actually. The banners, the sandwich board, the stickers. I mean, there is all kinds of stuff that isn't even posted there that they have done for us. Sweatshirts, T-shirts, you name it.
Coffee cups they've done for us. Sweatshirts, winter hats,
ball
caps, heavy duty sweatshirts.
Signage in the window. The insulated zip up hoodies that you can wear like a jacket for when we're on location in the cooler months. The banners, the amount of stuff that they have done for us is absolutely incredible, and all of it still looks like the day we picked it up. That's the amazing part of it. Their quality of work is
top
very
notch.
visible. Absolutely.
Barry's very own veteran-owned Union Print Shop. Do not get some cheap piece of shit kayak carrier for your car that doesn't work. You lose the kayaks as you're driving down the road and the rack.
Yep.
Just go to Yipes and say, here's my car. What do I need? They're the experts. If it's a
How many days did it take you to go pick that kayak up after it did that anyway? 3?
doesn't matter
You
if
just
it's
left
a
it there beside the road.
bicycle rack or a kayak rack. They're going to take care of you. Jesus, Raylene.
I don't even know how I'm going to get it back up over the bank.
Boy, was I out of breath that day. Dragged it through some prickers, too. You should have seen my legs. Sliced to hell. Good thing I didn't get poison ivy. I'm headed over to Harrington's today.
All right. I'm headed home to wet this head down. I can't stand to look at this hair anymore.
It's pretty puffy.
I mean, holy shit.
Well,
I look like a dandelion.
well.
An expired dandelion.
All right, you're headed to try to get control of your hair.
I'm just going to go put a freaking hat on.
I'm going to attempt to get over to Nelson's, which is right behind you, right behind your fluffy head this morning.
Yeah.
Nelson's
You better just
Ace.
call a plumber.
Nelson's Ace Hardware. Seriously, you think I should just call a plumber? Or should I go over to Nelson's, get some parts, go down in my basement, and
Or
go
you better-
live?
you better-
I could go live.
Here's the deal. You call Nelson's. You go to Nelson's, and then on your way home, call Bobby Bartlett and tell him you're going to need him in a little while. You-
Maybe I'll go live down in my basement trying to show people how I fix a broken pipe. You know? Listen, what do I have to worry about, Raylene? The pipe's broken. The basement floods. The sump pumps, which I also got from Nelson Ace Hardware, kick on and move the water out of the basement. I don't have to do anything. I don't have anything to do but sit and relax.
and watch the well run dry.
Water pressure might be down a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Have a great day, everyone. We'll catch you soon.